Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about how I designed our home course, which we call the Homestead. We have 5 acres of really pretty property, but 5 acres is not a lot for 18 holes of disc golf. So we at our home course here have a lot of shared overlapping fairways, but all 18 holes are different. So we have 6 baskets that are utilized for the course, and each basket is used 3 times. We actually have 3 totally different loops of 6. So every hole feels totally different. It doesn't feel like you're repeating anything, and it's a fun course to have at your house, and it's great practice for us here. So I'm going to give you a little tour. You're going to see the first 6 holes with tee shots, and then we'll look backwards and look at the other fairways that come to the same basket. Okay, but talk real quickly about how I designed it. So when we first moved in here, you know, I grew up here. This was my grandparents' home when I was growing up, so I knew the land a little bit, but I walked it a lot when we moved back in here. And then what I did was, on paper, I drew a little map and plotted out my 18 favorite shots that I wanted to use as holes. Not really constructing loops, but then that's what I did. So then I tried to make 3 different loops of 6 out of those 18 most fun, best shots that I thought were going to be cool. And the result is what we have here as the Homestead today. So it was an interesting process because every time I moved one basket, it affects 3 holes. So it was a bit of a puzzle, but I like puzzles, so that's all good. That's some of the process, and maybe I'll put up some graphics on the screen of some of those maps that I used at the beginning. But here we are on hole 1. It's one of our concrete tee pads. We've got one of our nice new Chainstar Pros in the distance there. Homemade tee signs as well, make it feel like a real disc golf course. Hole 1 is 277, dead straight down this tunnel. So I'll try to get a good drive on film for you here, and then we'll walk it and look backwards. Here we go. That's the idea. There you go. Alright, so that's hole 1. Jawbreaker Challenger for the drive, Jawbreaker Magnet for the make. There we go. So yeah, there's the hole 1 fairway in reverse right here. Really fun shot. The other 2 fairways that go to this basket are right here, which is fairway 13, another tunnel shot to this basket, not quite as elevated. And over here you see fairway number 9, which can be a righty hyzer. It's a tricky righty hyzer though. What Luke and I usually do is a forehand anhyzer. So that's a really fun shot to practice there on number 9. All 3 come to this one basket here. Let's go to hole 2. All right, here we are on the tee pad of hole number 2. Shortest hole on the course, 192 feet. Straight will actually be a very good shot here. It's a good for practicing your straight little putter drives, which we have a lot of in Michigan and everywhere else in the country, I think. But it actually finishes slightly to the left, so short hole, but no aces on this yet, although Nikki has almost aced it several times, right?
Yeah.
Behind the camera? Yes. Okay. So we're going to try to get a good drive on film for you here. Okay. Pretty good. That'll be just a hair short, but it'll be good. Alright, so there we go, that's hole number 2. The other holes that come to this basket are, let me think here, we've got hole 14, which is down this fairway here. It's a slight anhyzer, it's about 250 feet. I usually throw a meteor on that shot, just very lightly, and let it drift slowly to the right. and it goes under this angled tree, which is very slowly falling down. The other one that comes here is hole number 8, which is the longest hole on the course. It's a legit par 4, way from the front yard. It's like 615 feet. You drive out to the clearing you can see in the distance there, and then the second shot comes up the tunnel, and a 3 is a fantastic score on hole number 8. It's a legit par 4. All right. Also right here we have the tee for hole number 3, 270 foot. Usually I go a forehand driver of some sort on this. It's really also good for practicing your backhand turnover shot with a meteor or like a flippy buzz. Okay, so let's try to get a good drive. Here we go. All right, got this new Big Z crank. Here we go. It'll be a putt. Here you go. Ooh, close. I like the guardian tree on this one. Okay, so yes, that's hole number 3. This basket is also used for hole number 12, which is kind of hard to see right here, but it's a 285 hyzer from an elevated tee around these pine trees and just kind of crash into here. So that's a really fun shot. The other one that uses this basket is hole 18, which comes across the backyard as a straight shot and crest the hill and slide it up to the basket. I actually did ace that one last year, so there we go. Let's go on to hole 4. Okay, here's our rooster, shotgun, doing his thing over there. So here's hole 4, the sign right here. We have about 270 feet, uphill, tunnel, hyzer finish, onto a plateau style green. Really, it's a neat little hole. Pretty tight right now, so you really got to punch it up this gap. So let's get a drive on film. Got my 2010 Crystal Z Stalker. Here we go. Watch out, chickens. There we go. That'll putt. Well, from here you can see the plateau style green. That's why I put my drive so short here for you guys. So here we are. Close. All right. This basket was actually the hole number 20 basket at the old Hickory Hills in Traverse City. So when they were selling those off, I was able to snatch one of them up. And so a little bit of Michigan disc golf history right here. So if you got an ace on Old Hickory hole number 20, tell us about it. There you go, you aced on this basket. So the other 2 holes that this services is hole 11, which actually tees off close to where we just were, but you have to go around this way with an anhyzer. There's no hyzer option, so you're coming from the backyard up around here, anhyzer or big forehand. And the 3rd hole that this works for is hole 16, which tees off right in front of the house, right in front of the steps there. It's about 230 feet, and you basically throw it right over our shop here and land on the plateau. You can do a backhand, or I usually do a forehand raptor on that shot. So yeah, there we go. Okay, here we are at hole 5. Second shortest one on the course. It comes in at 210 feet. As you can see straight before you there, it needs a little trimming right now, but it's a really pretty shot that goes across the valley of our front yard and across the driveway. We've got our second Chainstar Pro right there on display in the front yard, so looking good. So here, we're pretty close to the road as well. So you can either do like a short straight backhand shot, which is always good practice, or forehand hyzer, which is what I usually do because it's pretty reliable. And you can also work on your little anhyzer shot here as well. So really fun hole to empty your bag and try to get an ace. We also have a concrete tee pad here. This was the first one we did for hole 5, seeing if I could do it. Right here we also have the tee area for 2 holes. This is the tee for hole 12, which goes out and then hyzers hard to the left, and also hole 17, which goes straight about 350 feet to the backyard right there. So cool little area, that things you can do on your home course, combine tee pads and such. All right, Big Z Raptor forehand, here we go. Bad, about 15 to the right. There we go. All right, so the other 2 holes that this basket is the target for is next. The next one would be hole 7, which comes over this hill from the backyard. It's about 280 feet, up and over style, straight shot. That's a really fun one. And then this is also the basket for hole number 15, which goes way from the back. You come out the tunnel, and second shot comes up here, and hopefully you get a 3. So that's another par 4. Couple par 4s. Hole 8 and hole 15 are par 4s on our course. So yeah, there we go. So we're gonna show you hole 6 here. Here's our tee sign for hole 6. It's about 325 feet from the front yard around the house to the backyard. We've got strategically placed the tee pad so that these trees protect the house from errant shots, and they have caught a lot of shots and done their job over the past few years. So I usually go forehand here, but I like to try a backhand for fun as well. It's really fun. But right now, I'm gonna try this Big Z crank one more time here. Not bad, that's a little short. All right, well, we came up a little short. Pine trees caught the drive. Here we are. Go in. Hey, all right, there we go. Perfect shot to finish on. That was legit 2 there. Yeah, that's hole 6. Let's walk down and look at the other fairways that throw to this basket. All right, so there we go. Nice long putt made for hole 6 there. And the final 2 holes of the course that come to this basket are hole 10, which comes out of the wooded area at the back of our property and takes a sharp right over to the basket. So I really like that hole. It's only 250 feet, but you have to do a tunnel forehand and then get a skip off the short grass to put yourself in position to even think about making a putt for 2. So it's a short hole, but it's a challenging par 3. I really like that hole. And the other one that this basket has throwing to it as hole 17, which we talked about a few minutes ago. Shoots out of that gap in the trees behind the shop there, and it's dead straight for about 350, and that's a really cool shot to throw like a fairway or maybe a nice mid on as well. So there we go. That's a brief look at the first 6 holes and the other fairways that throw to these baskets. So you can use a small piece of property and create a great little practice course. My method, like I said, was to plot out all the best shots that I thought would make cool holes, and then kind of piece those together into loops. And when you play this, it doesn't feel like you're reusing baskets even. It feels like 18 totally separate holes, and it's a really fun course to play actually. So hope this helps you guys if you're designing your own home course. And want to say thanks to our sponsors as always, Disc Baron in Grand Rapids and online. Check it out. And big thanks to Discraft Underground as well.